But even under the Competition Act, though, or under the whole capitalism thing, you still got to stay one step ahead of them. Like, just because you're studying spirituality and all this new age stuff, don't get so detached from the system and the matrix that you forget that you in a game. This is a game being played. And I don't care if you married and you some housewife out there or something, and you like this type of person that's like, I'm not really affected by the matrix because I'm taken care of. I don't have to worry about anything. The matrix has a lot of ways of getting at you, man. And the matrix can really try to pull you down through your marriage if it has to. I mean, it'll come through your marriage, come through your marriage partner. So you got to be fully prepared as a sovereign being. You got to always tell yourself that, like, you are a sovereign, indigenous being to this earth and into this realm. But with that, you have a responsibility of always keeping yourself educated, mentally stimulated. Always keeping yourself spiritually fed and things of that nature. And not only that, but always keeping yourself spiritually ahead of your opponent, because everything in nature has a natural opponent. And that's what I'm kind of really want to talk about here today, because like, I don't care if you in nature and the gazelle and the lions go at it or whatever. I don't care if you talking about nature. I don't care if you're talking about in sports or whatever. When you playing against that person, when you going against that movement or that group or whatever, that is your opponent. You have to be fully trained and able to deal with defeating your opponent. Anything you do in life, you're gonna have an opponent. And if you don't have an opponent, that means you ain't doing something right in life. That means you ain't on the right path. If you don't be like, I don't have no opponents, I don't have no enemies, you ain't on the right path. You ain't on your life path. Because anybody that's on the right path is gonna have an opponent or a natural enemy or something a challenge. It's really coming from you, because it's not your opponent, like, of course, in hindsight, but at the end of the day, you still have to demonstrate through the law of polarity and the law of opposites. You still have to demonstrate balancing. So in balancing, you're going to be fighting. I don't care if you're fighting yourself. You say, well, I'm fighting myself. It's still going to come and manifest on the outside for people on the outside of you. You see, so, and just like, especially if you're a starseed out there, you trying to do a craft or something that a lot of people are doing. Like, you might be trying to like set up and sell, like, you might want to do Reiki sessions live or something. And then go to different shows and go to different events and travel and do Reiki sessions. And you're gonna have an opponent. You're gonna have somebody out there that's gonna be like, yo, I don't want to see you do that. I don't want to see that become a success. So they're gonna begin to pull on you, especially not even really when you get successful, once they see you serious about it. Because let me tell you something. If you're serious about something in this world, you're gonna get it. You're gonna be successful. If you're serious about something in this world, you're gonna be a success at it. So, and nobody can really like take that away from you. So it's about having a made up mind and being determined. But yeah, you're gonna have a natural opponent, because if you're a starseed out there, you're gonna have the opponent of the cult mentality person. See, that's what they don't tell you, you starseeds. You got a cult group of people, not occult, but cult type of people. CULT, cult people, or people that roll in groups. They're like cults, and they're under the same mindset or whatever, which I look at as mind control, really. And it's like they are part of this shared group mindset, which is, I hate to say right now, it's a lot of religious people that are in the same mindset, like this insane mindset or whatever. But it's shifting on the planet. So like their children and stuff like that, like us, the young star seeds out here, crystals and indigos, and even these younger Blu-ray babies, they like, man, we ain't on that. Like, they on another way of thinking or whatever. So they scared of that or whatever. So you got these cult people out here. They are now trying to form pseudo movements, like fake movements, and put up fake leaders out there, people that they control, saying that they starseeds or whatever, so that they can compete with some of the heavy hitters out there and people that's been doing this. Like, I've been doing this. I ain't saying that I'm like no vet yet. I'm not a veteran yet, but I'm definitely a top student. I deserve to be. I'm top student, and I've been doing this for a minute, man. Like, and you can't take like some of my accomplishments away from me. You can say this is fake and the stuff you heard on this channel is all bullshit, but guess what? Everything on here, I can demonstrate. I can stand on it. I experienced it. I'm walking this walk. I'm in the middle of fighting this war now. Every day, I'm a fucking soldier, excuse my language, and a warrior. And that's how you're gonna have to be or whatever to fight these cult people, because they'll send the cult busters at you. This is real, y'all. They got a group of people that go around, they call them cult busters. And they come from out of these think tanks of these religious organizations. And they, they're calling themselves Christian or whatever, in these different religious groups or whatever. And they're going around sending people out to try to, shit on and pour salt on with what, people like myself and other people are doing that's really serious about shifting this planet and really putting together business and commerce, economics. And they scared of it. You know what I'm saying? So they try to fight me economically. They're trying to fight not even just myself, but this real spiritual movement, which is not really a lot of people. Keep out with. There's a few of us out there, but it's not really a lot of people. But they're afraid of me because everything that I'm telling you, I'm experiencing it and doing it. I got economic programs set up, like all kind of trading programs and things of that nature set up locally in the community. So, I'm feeling like I'm becoming a local leader or something like that to them. So they want to target me and make me into some form of a threat or some form of a terrorist or whatever. So that's what I'm experiencing. You guys that follow my videos know that, but this is an organized thing that a lot of you may not have known. And it's called cult busters. And they target starseeds and they look for people. See, starseeds are people that were probably born from, of course, your parents probably were religious and went to church and they were part of that thinking or whatever, but they didn't know that your parents were eccentric and they hid their special skills and qualities away from their parents. People out there that's got parents that say, for instance, was born in the 50s, maybe the 60s. If you got parents born in the 50s or 60s, your parents are eccentric, is what it is, but they hide it. But the thing is that they birthed you. They started birthing us, indigos and crystals. People born in the 80s, 90s, some even in the early 70s. They started birthing us, and we were considered a bit different and radical. We were outward with ours, so now that's becoming a problem now as we grow up, because our radicalism and our need to want to change this world, to shift this world, is causing the economics and everything in this world to fuck up, y'all. Y'all just don't know how scared these people are or whatever about this awakening that's taking place, but you should really be prepared for what they may try to do to stop this or whatever. So that's why you got to be fully prepared. You got to be really willing to, at the end of the day, to really make it in this energy. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes to further your life mission and purpose. You got to be willing to face whatever challenge, no matter how scared you are facing it. I don't care how big it is, so that you can go to the next level and get in your dream. You cannot settle. This is a time of shifting and changing, so you're going to always have that serpent, that little snake, trying to tell you, you should settle. And it's going to come in the form of people, and they're going to be people that you love and stuff. But they got that cult mentality. See, that's that snake mentality, that cult mentality. As a starseed, you are a part of a technological movement. You're a scientist. You're a part of a light ray type of movement. You are a light being. As a starseed, and you come into this murky place with all these snakes and these murky, beings or whatever that are influenced by this lower chakra energy, and they're trying to bring you down, but they can't, because they know they can't, because it's a war that has to take place. So it's friction. So what's going to happen in this friction is that it's going to cause you to shift. This friction is going to cause you, and them too, to shift, and it's going to lead to a clash. And that's what we're getting at now. It's going to World War III. It's coming. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this shit is about to get real. You see people in government getting murked and everything. It's a lot of shit going on right now that they're not talking about. They're trying to take weapons away from people and stuff, the ability. They don't want people to protect themselves, because they want you to be a passive little puppet. That's why they're trying to take your weapons from you, because they want you to be a little passive punk, choir church boy. It's just like right now here, I stand on this on land that my family owns. It has stake in for a lot of years. Do I look scared to you? They don't want me out here. They want to quarantine me. I'm not never fucking scared. That's what I keep trying to tell you. You guys don't know the path that I walk when I get off these videos, but just know it's a war for your mind. Nobody's safe from it. The only thing that's going to free you is the knowledge that you have in yourself. I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. You stay tuned for more. Like I said, as always, whatever obstacles you